On 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season. And last year they were able to take the edge in the series thanks to some clutch play.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their...
For DeAndre Jordan, Lance Stevenson comes in for Wesley Johnson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. On the floor for Dallas, Yarbrough in at point guard. JaVale McGee is out there with Powell. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Felton in at the two guard.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Pierce hits two. Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners, none more impressive than his jump over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
He used that pick to get in close. Rivers has got his first basket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Freak kicks to Powell. Out left to the wing. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Crawford. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Shoots from 14. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a wide open look for Freak. He nails it, and we're tied up. Freak's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Rivers. He's tightly guarded. It's deflected. Here's Yarbrough. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and...
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's group substitution here for the Clippers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Pierce. Lance Stevenson comes in for Wesley Johnson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Paul. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Crawford out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. That is good. 6 points for Freak.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Picked by Griffin. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. He's covered by Felton. That's good. Crawford's got 5 now.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
Freak with it. Picked up by Rivers. And it's Freak missing. Here's Jordan. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
And making a point of getting in there and vying for missed shots.
McGee is screen on Stevenson. Parsons attacking. He dishes it to McGee. Misses that one. His first miss of the night, 2 for 3.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Dallas again missing. And here are the Clippers. It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Freak dishes to McGee. Here's Felton. Drops one in from the wing. Felton's got his first points of the night. Here's Rivers. His last outing, he had 8 points. 17-foot shot on the way. Excellent D there from Freak. Got it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him. To end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
All right.
And now the third quarter about to get going.
Talk about great numbers for Jordan.
So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, DeAndre Jordan, with a strong double-double, points and rebounds. He was a force that... And that brings us to the end of...